We sippin' slow, post some more. Yeah, we just sippin' slow. Lean, crush, we sippin' slow.
Hey y'all, I got some new health videos that I want y'all to look at. Just people's opinion on health. Please take a look at it and tell me what y'all think about it. I'm trying to get y'all in tune with relationships, health, and wealth. All right.
More you eat, the body keeps saying, I'm still hungry. And you eat some more, and I'm still hungry. You eat some more, and I'm still hungry. And you begin to buy these larger dresses without realizing that your body is talking to you. It is telling us you are hungry. But we interpret hunger with eating a lot to quench it. No, hunger only says that you are starving for the food that is natural. And in proportion, you could eat 5 pounds of food, never receiving any nourishment. But if you eat 2 ounces of something natural, you will feel the energy immediately. Why? Because it will assimilate. Assimilation means it's going to go and digest with you. It becomes one with you.
What? Are you serious?
There is absolutely no business for a doctor to be at a normal birth. As a matter of fact, everything about being a doctor is against normal birth. They have stolen birth from birthing women and put it under their control, and they are making it more and more a medical procedure, which it is not. Birth is part of the normal life cycle. Birth was put into the hospital for no good scientific reason, and it should not be in the hospital. This 80 to 90% of women do not need to go to the hospital to have a child. It can be in an out-of-hospital birth center, or it can be at home. Home birth is absolutely safe, and there is a mass of excellent scientific research that proves that for the 80 to 90% of women who have no medical problems, home birth, planned home birth, is a perfectly safe, rational option. You know, the obstetrician is trained as a surgeon. He's a surgeon. He or she is a surgeon. What do surgeons do? They cut. And so, of course, they want to cut. So they're going to cut more and more. And if they cut more, they get more money, they get more prestige. The hospital gets more money, the hospital gets more prestige. And this is why there is this huge gap between what we know should be done and what is going on. First of all, they change her from being a human to being a patient. They take off all of her clothes, which is not necessary. They put her in bed. She doesn't need to be in bed. But they put her in bed. They treat her like she's sick. And they treat her as a patient. This all needs to stop, because every one of these interventions carries a risk. Epidurals for pain. Women die from epidurals. You know, they don't tell a woman that when she's in the hospital. Do they tell her the real facts about epidural? That she might die? They never say that. She might have a grand mal epileptic seizure. They don't tell her that.
Comment the word joint for the detailed herbal protocol for every disease, and share this video.
One is resistant to worms and parasites. And look at the 1800s. We go through the 1800s. What did the doctors do then? They dewormed you.
As the further I got back in history through the 1800s, I started finding books that were published by doctors through the 1800s, books that they read and books that they learned from. And lo and behold, out of every single book were deworming programs, parasite programs, all through America, all through Canada, all through the world, parasite programs, and pictures of parasites that they had found in flesh. For doctors in those days did autopsies, and they found parasites.
And the best man I like in America is Dr. Chase out of Chicago. He wrote 3 books. You can get them in the library in the old book section. Dr. Chase. In the center of his book, he's got a whole bunch of remedies for deworming. And you know what? He kept records. I love it. And here's what he stated. For some strange reason, after 40 years of practice, I have asked everybody how often they deworm, and the people that deworm every year never come in for anything. They come in for checkups. They're healthy. And the people that never deworm except for 2 or 3 years down the road need some doctoring. And the people that never deworm, well, we're starting a new clinic for them because they have this strange new disease called cancer. And Dr. Chase got an 80% success rate right in Chicago in the 1800s of getting rid of cancer by deworming.
So we started to search for parasite programs just to see what was going on, to see if maybe something was happening that we really didn't understand. So I did myself first. And lo and behold, I got 8 and 10-inch critters out of me. They were white. First of all, they were in a toilet water and they were all bunched up. I thought it was mucus. Until, just for a curiosity, I threw some hot water in the toilet to warm it up and then went and gosh, they strung out and they were swimming all over. And I thought, oh my heavens, look at that. They're usually white, and there's some of them that look like tarantula spiders, some of them look like grasshoppers, some of them look like little tiny miniature sailboats, some of them look like little spacecraft. Yeah, this is really strange stuff. And every single person I have dewormed, I have never yet dewormed anyone where they didn't tell me, hey, I feel 25% better.
This is, if there was one
check this out, family.
Never eat undercooked, pork would be it.
That's a tapeworm.
This is a tapeworm. They're pulling out from her stomach. Usually you get this from eating undercooked meat.
Look at that.
They can grow up to 30 feet long and can live for 20 years plus.
20 years they can live.
Weight loss, nausea, vomiting, nutritional deficiencies. And the crazy part, people have actually intentionally eaten these eggs to have a tapeworm so they can.
Parasites are the #1 cause of all illnesses, including fatal illnesses like cancer. Okay, parasites are the #1 cause of things like headaches, eczema, IBS, Crohn's, cancers, as I mentioned, all start with parasites. Parasites also have been known to speed up the aging process. So you'll see people who look way older than their age, and that's because most times they're full of parasites. Parasites also affect the skin. You see people who have a lot of rashes or a lot of discoloration, pigmentation issues. The culprit is always going to be parasites. Many people have noted that after they have done a cleanse, they feel lighter, they have more energy, they have less gas and bloating, they have a lot more mental clarity. These are things that happen because when we are full of parasites, the parasites will clog a lot of our vision. It will make us feel way down or lethargic. Everything opposite of what I said, because that's what parasites do. They come over and they take over the body in every way. I have the parasite cleanse as well as the zeolite or the activated charcoal to take with the parasite cleanse. Now notice I said either or. You can take the zeolite or the activated charcoal with the parasite cleanse. It's really important to take both of those together. And the reason why is because the parasite cleanse is going to eradicate the body of the parasites. Now the activated charcoal or the zeolite taken with the parasite cleanse will act as a binder. So it's going to bind any and all of the diseased parasites, right? Along with the eggs that it leaves behind. So the parasite cleanse is going to eradicate the parasites, and then you want to make sure that they are flushed out of your system. That's why you need a binder such as zeolite or activated charcoal. Link in bio. We also have to think about all this technology with the 5G towers and everything that's happening. They're installing all of these 6G and up towers because those are to be utilized in sync with the heavy metals that are in our body. How do we get heavy metals? The same thing, these packaged processed foods, the meats, and in our environment, right? So we have to make sure that we combat those things. And taking something such as chlorophyll is a great additive as well. Chlorophyll is going to act as a binder. It's derived from a plant, and it's known to be a blood purifier. It's going to purify the blood from all heavy metals, toxins, and things like lead, cadmium, mercury, and things of that sort, right? Aluminum. Chlorophyll is going to help to do that. Taking it daily is a really great add in conjunction with the parasite cleanse. Link in bio, JRC Collections. Peace and love.
Our JRC Collections presents the Astral Traveler's Tea. If you're ready to have vivid dreams you remember and to explore the astrals while you sleep, this is the tea for you. The blend of flowers, Blue Traveler's Tea and other journeys, Blue Lotus Flower, Dambiana Tea Leaf, and a host of other tea flowers. Get yours today. Link in bio.
Hey y'all, come and take a look at this. I told you guys this summer is going to be different. Cause look at what they just rolled out in Florida, bro. Look at this. The biggest EMS vehicle that has ever been created just for Florida, bro. And it looks like they got another one back there. But look at this, y'all. They're unveiling it right now, y'all. But this thing over here can take about 25 patients. 25 people laying down, and then it can get people sitting down as well, too.
Can you say that again? This is the first time anybody in the public has seen the inside of this truck. Brand spanking new. I told you. Just got it. This is used for mass casualty incidents, large-scale incidents where it would involve numerous patients being transported at one time. Okay. So this truck is actually designed to transport 21 patients at one time or 25 seated patients at one time. Wow. With the capabilities of having 2 stretchers in the back as well. And we can also have a bariatric stretcher in front. If God forbid there's somebody that's like over 400, 500 pounds that cannot really fit in one of these or on a normal stretcher. They can fit. Actually, there's a winch removable that it would winch right up that ramp. First time anybody's ever seen this in public, y'all. And I say this is brand new. Look at this thing, huge, y'all. This is insane.
Y'all, that thing is huge. And he's talking about mass casualty events. What's getting ready to happen? Okay, y'all, I don't know about y'all, but where I'm at in Florida, I've been hearing sirens going off like crazy. I made my people on YouTube aware of this a couple years ago. I said, man, I've noticed these sirens have been going crazy. And as of late, it's been blaring a lot more. And this right here makes sense. Y'all already know that Florida is known as the Sunshine State, and it's not even summer yet, bro. It feels like it's fall right now. When that summer kick up, y'all, this is crazy. This right here is that global warming special, bro. The shift is here. We are in the midst of it. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let's continue to get it. Peace out.
You eat 3 meals a day, and you go to the bathroom once a day. At the end of the week, you've had 21 meals and 7 eliminations. Now, what happens to the other 14 meals? Basically, they sit in the body, they rot, and they putrefy. Food doesn't smell bad when you eat it, so it should not smell bad when you have elimination. But sometimes it smells bad when we have elimination because it's just old, dead, rotten food that's just set in the body and rotted and putrefied for so many years. So when we talk about the symptoms of a clogged colon, so many people have all of these different symptoms. We've got anemia, arthritis, bad breath, body odor, blood pressure problems. And that body odor, going back to body odor, that body odor is really something. We've got children 4 and 5 years of age now that have to use deodorant. I mean, and it's serious. These children really have to use deodorant. But it's because of their diets. It's because of the red meat and the white flour and the pork and all of the sugar that they eat. Cheese to the colon is like fly paper, and milk does not do a body good. So dairy products really are not good for us. Florence Griffin Joyner really died from complication of dairy products. 38 years old and knocked down in her prime, but her autopsy report revealed her last meal being a pizza. The cheese had not digested in her body, and all of her internal organs were full of mucus. And we've been taught all of our lives, you know, drink all your milk. But milk does not do a body good. If you stop and think about it, we've got 5 senses, but we've got another sense, which is our 6th sense, which is common sense. And if we stop and think about it, we talk about how bad the meat is to eat. But where is the milk coming from? The milk is coming from the same cow that we're saying that don't eat red meat.
I heard Dr. Sebi say that one time. He was like, what is protein powder?
It's non-existent. That's just a name. Think about the gorilla. What protein is he getting?
So it don't even come from plants? Like
Not at all. He don't need protein, and he bigger than all of us. He eating green leaves.
Yeah.
Whatever protein they say exists, got to exist in that.
Yeah.
That is a westernized formula that's man-made in a laboratory. How can a white substance help me with my proper nutritional value? You want minerals, such as that sea moss you just took. That's going to provide you with more minerals than that white substance than anything in GMC. You could go get the biggest protein bag. It's not going to provide you with 92 of 102 minerals, period.
You kind of full of shit. That's what he said in Spanish. Estás lleno de mierda. I said, sir, what do you mean by that? He said, look at your stomach. I had a belly out here 42. But I couldn't see it. Because when the stomach begins to rise, you never notice it. It comes very subtle. And you accept it because everybody else above you, your age, has one too. He said, you are full of shit. So you've been eating it. What do you eat? I eat eggs, chicken, hogs, cows, lamb, everything, because this is what I have been trained to eat. He said, well, it's been hurting you. I'm impotent. At 30, I'm impotent. The last woman that I tried to make love with was Audrey. What's wrong with you? I said, I don't know. The doctors, the urologist in California, he was playing his games. This Mexican came and said to me, stop eating. Stop eating. I said, how long, a day? He said, no. At least 90 days. I said, you out of your mind. He said, I may be out of my mind, but I'm 94. But you are full of shit. He gave me these herbs. I went home. I took them as prescribed. I had problems. On the fourth day. I didn't eat anything. Herbs, water, and juice. Herb, water, and juice. But then, on about the seventh day, I began to feel like, wow, God, I will never eat again. Because, see, my nerves were very bad, and I felt very calm. I abstained from eating for 94 days. At the ending of 94 days, everything that I had before was gone, from diabetes, the impotence, and I was going blind. I had these glasses. You see? The man told me, you, like the rest of them, is violating God Almighty, and you don't even know it. Everything you put in your mouth, God did not make. I said, what do you mean? God didn't make a cow. He said, well, you better do some research.
You used food to reverse autism.
Yeah. My daughter was non-verbal till she was 4 years old. This thing is a brain thing, right? I can feed the brain the food it needs, and then it's going to correct itself because the body was created to heal itself. Any form of sugar is out. Any form of sugar is out.
Too much bad for the brain.
Yes, it's bad for the brain. If I wanted to sweeten her food, I use dates. I was more comfortable with dates than honey because you get a lot of adulterated honey, except the one you go to the hive to bring by yourself. And the dates were controlled.
Wow.
Yes. And then she ate a lot of fermented food, millet, sorghum, the fonio, you know, and then the fermented cassava.
Wow.
That was it. Instead of giving my child cereals, I was making food from scratch, fermented food from scratch. And then she had a lot of vegetables with either original butter, wagashi, which is the cottage cheese from the cow milk. The locally cheese, the locally made, okay, we call it wara, we call it wagashi. And meishanu for cooking. And then I made a lot of palm nut soup. That palm nut soup, I added it with our spices, the fermented iru, our black pepper. The other spices, they have their local names that we added to it and that. These spices, what they do is that whatsoever oxidation her brain was having, they're working with it. And then how did I work with the sensory stuff? I noticed that the brain needs omega-3, omega-6, and omega-9 oils to function very well.
Yeah.
How do I get it locally without buying the pills? I looked. Catfish. Our
really?
panla.
Yeah.
Actually, panla is cod. Panla, mackerel, Titus.
Yes.
You know, just go to the fish market. I bought this fish.
You got the natural
one. And what I used to do for my daughter is that I would steam this fish with vegetables, carrots, ugu, the ugu seed.
Yeah.
The pumpkin seed, the ugu seed. I will steam it with that. And then when I steam it, the ugu seed, I will open it and crush it for her.
Are you serious?
With the fish. And here's the catch. I don't throw away the bones. Because the bone has a lot of calcium.
Yeah.
So what I do, I'll break the bones with my hands and then I'll put it inside the blender. I will blend it smooth. mix it again with whatever fish or whatever food she's eating, and then she has it. And my daughter started talking coherently. Now, if we tell you, this is the girl we used to take for speech therapy, this is the girl that was autistic, you would never believe it. She stopped the flapping of the hands, used to have noise cancellation headphones for her. Now she's yes, and all that. Now she's the person who is she's playing drums, she's playing violin, she's dancing to music. She loves to dance.
The autism totally reversed?
Totally reversed.
Look at what they're doing to us.
It turns out that for 45 years, I'm a surgeon at UCLA and see many cancer patients. We've been doing this wrong, where we've been giving chemotherapy and radiation as the core principle of curing cancer. And it turns out that we wipe out a cell that's been evolved for 450 million years called the natural killer cell. This cell, I wrote my first paper in 1990, is the cell that protects us from cancer. This cell protects us from preventing cancer. My greatest fear now is there's turbo cancers. For the first time, I'm seeing young children with pancreatic cancer, colon cancer. 2 kids died with 12 and 13-year-olds with metastatic pancreatic cancer. What is happening? And the reason what's happening is, sadly, this is post-COVID. We just announced at our conference that COVID, sadly, is going to act like HPV and hepatitis. It's oncogenic.
But comment the word join if you want to cleanse these toxins and the detailed herbal protocol for every disease and illness with proven testimonials, and click that follow.
The body has what they call a lymph system, the lymphoma, your lymphoma cancer. Now, the lymph system is like the garbage collector that comes to your neighborhood and picks up the garbage. Not the trash, just the garbage. Okay? So the lymph system do nothing but pick up the filth out of the bloodstream, out of the system, all the parts out of the system. Now, the lymph system have 45 pints of fluid. Okay? Ooh. But no pump. There's no pump.
Oh, I know where you're going.
There you go. Okay, see there.
No, go ahead. No, I understand.
Oh, no, I know. I'm
just explaining to the...
I am. Right. You know I am. Right. Now, the blood, you have 13 pints and a pump.
Needs to be stimulated.
You okay?
Right.
Now, if I came to your house today to a party and there was 1,000 people and we all used your toilet and didn't flush the chain, it would overflow, what? In your house, right? So when you don't get exercise, the lymph system and the poison overflows.
Now, you know what?
Now, if you stayed to the end of this video, pat yourself on the back. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And make sure you leave a comment. And make sure you're always sipping it slow. All right. Dream on.